Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, and important anniversaries. A spiritual and historical insight of 10th February 2025, Monday. Bengali date 26 মাঘ 1431. As per Venimadov Sil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Shukla Troyodashi and up to 1918 hours, and after that Shukla Chaturdashi. Today is Nakshatra, Punarvasu Nakshatra, and up to 1840 hours, and after that Pusa Nakshatra. Today is 41st day of the year. There are then 324 days left in 2025. Today is 6th Monday of 2025. Today is Teddy Day. Teddy Day is celebrated on 10th February as part of Valentine's Week. It's a day dedicated to expressing love, affection, and warmth through the gift of a teddy bear. Soft and cuddly, teddies symbolize comfort, care, and companionship, making them a perfect gift for loved ones. Whether exchanged between romantic partners, friends, or family members, a teddy bear conveys emotions that words sometimes fail to express. This day allows people to strengthen their bonds by sharing a token of love that brings joy and a sense of security to the receiver. Today is World Pulses Day. The United Nations General Assembly has designated 10th February as World Pulses Day to recognize the importance of pulse crops like chickpeas, dry beans, and lentils as a global food. Pulses are the edible seeds of leguminous plants cultivated for both food and feed. Today is National Umbrella Day. National Umbrella Day is celebrated on February 10th each year. It's a day to celebrate the umbrella, a useful invention that provides shade and protection from the elements. Today is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. National Cream Cheese Brownie Day is celebrated on February 10th. It's a day to honor the delicious dessert that combines chocolate and cream cheese. Today is International Cribbage Day. International Cribbage Day is celebrated annually on 10th February to honor the classic card game cribbage, which has been enjoyed for centuries. The day marks the birthday of Sir John Suckling, the 17th century English poet and soldier credited with inventing the game. Cribbage is known for its unique scoring system, including the iconic cribbage board used to keep track of points. The game fosters strategic thinking, friendly competition, and social interaction, making it a favorite among card game enthusiasts worldwide. International Cribbage Day is an opportunity for players to enjoy a game, introduce new players to its charm, and celebrate its rich history. Today is National Flannel Day. National Flannel Day is celebrated on February 10th. It's a day to celebrate the popular fabric flannel, which is often used to make clothing, blankets, and bed sheets. Today is National Deworming Day. National Deworming Day (NDD) is celebrated in India on February 10th every year. The day aims to deworm children between the ages of 1 and 19 to improve their health, nutrition, and quality of life. Today is International Epilepsy Day. International Epilepsy Day is observed on the second Monday of February each year to raise awareness about epilepsy, a neurological disorder affecting millions worldwide. Organized by the International Bureau for Epilepsy and the International League Against Epilepsy. The day aims to educate people about the condition, reduce stigma, and promote better treatment and support for those living with epilepsy. It is marked by awareness campaigns, educational events, and initiatives to improve public understanding and research. By spreading knowledge and advocating for those affected, International Epilepsy Day encourages a more inclusive and supportive society. Today is death anniversary of Mr. William Röntgen, 27th March 1845 to 10th February 1923. William Conrad was a German physicist who, on 8 November 1895, produced and detected electromagnetic radiation in a wavelength range known as X-rays or Rontgen rays, an achievement that earned him the inaugural Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901. In honor of Rontgen's accomplishments in 2004, the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry named element 111 Rontgenium, a radioactive element with multiple unstable isotopes, after him. The non-SI unit of radiation exposure, the Rontgen R, is also named after him. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Nobin Chandra Sen, 10th February 1847 to 23rd January 1909. Nobin Chandra Sen was a Bengali poet and writer, often considered one of the greatest poets prior to the arrival of Rabindranath Tagore. He commented on the Battle of Plassey and the arrival of British rule in India as a night of eternal gloom. Today is birth anniversary of Miss P.K. Rosie, 10th February 1903 to 1988. P.K. Rosie was the first female lead in Malayalam cinema, making history with her role in Bigata Kumaran, 1928, the first silent film in Kerala. Born into a Dalit Christian family, she faced severe discrimination for portraying an upper caste Nair woman in the film. Despite her groundbreaking achievement, she was ostracized and had to flee due to societal backlash. Though her contributions were unrecognized for decades, she is now celebrated as a pioneer in Indian cinema and a symbol of resilience, representations, and social change. Today, her legacy continues to inspire discussions on caste, gender, and inclusivity in the film industry. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Pahari Sannal, 22nd February 1906 to 10th February 1974. Pahari Sannal was an Indian actor and singer who is known for his work in Bengali cinema. Sannal acted in many Bengali films such as Harano Sur, Bhanu Goenda, Johor Assistant, and Silpi. Besides being a supporting character actor, Sannal has also played lead roles in his portrayal of Bengali reformer Vidyasagar and the poet, playwright, and actor Girish Chandra Ghosh in Mahakavi Girish Chandra. He played the small role of an ornithologist in Satyajit Ray's Kanchanjunga and later a character role in Aranyat Din Ratri. He has also acted in some Hindi films like the Raj Kapoor vehicle Jakte Raho, the dual version of Aradhana directed by Shakti Samanto, and English films such as the Merchant Ivory Productions venture The Householder. Today is death anniversary of Miss Shirley Temple, 23rd April 1928 to 10th February 2014. Shirley Temple Black was an American actress, singer, dancer, and diplomat who was Hollywood's number one box office draw as a child actress from 1934 to 1938. Later, she was named United States Ambassador to Ghana and Czechoslovakia and also served as Chief of Protocol of the United States. Temple began her film career in 1931 when she was 3 years old and was well known for her performance in Bright Eyes, which was released in 1934. She won a special Juvenile Academy Award in February 1935 for her outstanding contributions as a juvenile performer in motion pictures during 1934 and continued to appear in popular films through the remainder of the 1930s. Although her subsequent films became less popular as she grew older, she appeared in her last film, A Kiss for Corellis, in 1949. She began her diplomatic career in 1969 when she was appointed to represent the US at a session of the United Nations General Assembly, where she worked at the US mission under Ambassador Charles O. Yost. Later, she was named US Ambassador to Ghana and also served as the first female US Chief of Protocol. In 1988, she published her autobiography, Child Step. After her biography was published, she served as the US Ambassador to Czechoslovakia, 1989 to 1992. Temple was the recipient of numerous awards and honors, including the Kennedy Center Honors and the Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award. She is 18th on the American Film Institute's list of greatest female American screen legends of classic Hollywood cinema. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Ernesto Teodoro Moneta, 20th September 1833 to 10th February 1918. Ernesto Teodoro Moneta was an Italian journalist, nationalist, revolutionary soldier, and later a pacifist and Nobel Peace Prize laureate. He adopted the motto in Varietate Unitas, which later inspired the motto of the European Union. At age 15, Moneta participated in the 5 Days of Milan 1848 uprising against Austrian rule. He later attended the military academy in Ivrea. In 1859, he joined Garibaldi's expedition of the Thousand and also fought in the ranks of the Italian army against the Austrians in 1866. Subsequently, he became an international peace activist. Between 1867 and 1896, he was editor of the Milan Democratic paper to published by Eduardo Soggiogno. In 1890, he founded the Lombard Association for Peace and Arbitration, Union Lombarda per la Pace e l'Arbitrato, which called for disarmament and envisaged the creation of a League of Nations and Permanent Court of Arbitration. He won with Louis Renault the Nobel Peace Prize in 1907. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Boris Pasternak, 10th February 1890 to 30th May 1960. Boris Leonidovich Pasternak was a Russian poet, novelist, composer, and literary translator. Composed in 1917, Pasternak's first book of poems, My Sister, Life, was published in Berlin in 1922 and soon became an important collection in the Russian language. Pasternak's translations of stage plays by Goethe, Schiller, Calderon de la Barca, and Shakespeare remain very popular with Russian audiences. Pasternak was the author of Dr. Zhivago, 1957, a novel that takes place between the Russian Revolution of 1905 and the Second World War. Dr. Zhivago was rejected for publication in the USSR, but the manuscript was smuggled to Italy and was first published there in 1957. Pasternak was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1958, an event that enraged the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, which forced him to decline the prize. In 1989, Pasternak's son Yevgeny finally accepted the award on his father's behalf. Dr. Zhivago has been part of the main Russian school curriculum since 2003. Today is birth anniversary of Sir John Suckling, 10th February 1609 to 1st June 1642. Sir John Suckling was an English poet, playwright, and courtier, best known for his witty poetry and for inventing the card game cribbage. A member of King Charles I's court, he was a cavalier poet, writing in a light, lyrical style that reflected themes of love, chivalry, and courtly life. His most famous works include Ballad Upon a Wedding and Why So Pale and Wan, Fond Lover, which remain popular in English literature. Despite his literary brilliance, he was politically involved in royalist conspiracies and was forced into exile, where he died under mysterious circumstances. His legacy endures in both literature and the enduring popularity of cribbage. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. John Franklin Enders, 10th February 1897 to 8th September 1985. John Franklin Enders was an American virologist and microbiologist, often called the father of modern vaccines. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1954, along with Thomas Euler and Frederick Robbins, for their groundbreaking work in cultivating the poliovirus in human tissue cultures, a discovery that led to the development of the polio vaccine by Jonas Salk. Enders also played a crucial role in developing the measles vaccine, significantly reducing the impact of these deadly diseases worldwide. His pioneering research in virology transformed medicine and public health, saving millions of lives through immunization. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Walter Hauser Braten, 10th February 1902 to 13th October 1987. Walter Hauser Brattain was an American physicist best known for co-inventing the transistor, a breakthrough that revolutionized electronics and paved the way for modern computing. Along with John Bardeen and William Shockley, he developed the first working transistor at Bell Labs in 1947, for which they were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1956. Brattain specialized in solid-state physics and semiconductor research, playing a crucial role in understanding how materials like germanium and silicon could be used to amplify electrical signals. His contributions laid the foundation for the digital age, leading to the development of computers, smartphones, and countless electronic devices we rely on today. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. George Spire, 10th February 1910 to 30th January 1969. George Spire was a Belgian Dominican friar, humanitarian, and Nobel Peace Prize laureate known for his efforts in aiding refugees after World War II. As a priest and professor, he dedicated his life to helping displaced people, founding aid to displaced persons, which provided housing, education, and support to war refugees across Europe. His work emphasized not just relief but also long term rehabilitation and integration. In recognition of his humanitarian efforts, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1958. Paire's legacy continues through organizations that support refugees and promote peace and social justice worldwide. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share, and subscribe.